Yo. You already know it's your boy Professor Pips back in this drop another video banger for you guys. It's a banger. Last week we had some amazing results. Starting off with AU. I had a couple call outs last week. Some success, some losses. I know why. That's besides the point. But looking at this last trade from Thursday/Friday, AU was trending pretty bearishly overall. And what I was looking for was the shorts. Once price action started breaking lows, right back in over here. I actually got it early. Where I called it from versus where I took profits from versus where it actually went was a totally different story. But overall, got the direction right, got the trade idea right, made a little bit of money. In this video, what I'm gonna do is just going through a couple pairs that I got marked up. Most recently, only been trading AU and Bitcoin for the most part overall. Been looking at other pairs, but just not really interested, seeing as how, I caught up to AU and that thing was moving and I was able to predict where price was going. And I just got in, caught me a few simple trades. Overall, market is still bearish. Looking from a higher time frame on down. So coming out to the daily, overall seeing that price action is bearish, breaking through supports, respecting resistances. So when I go down to my lower time frame, what I'm doing is looking for evidence of areas in the market where I potentially can take some shots, and get active just like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't too hard, it ain't too bad. You got to take your time, you got to be patient, and one of the things that's what I've been doing, trying to focus on most recently. Is being patient. But if you jump out to the weekly time frame, what you see is we got little reactions on right here outlined in light blue. And if you blink these charts, you can see price action has came into that zone where that light blue area is outlined. We have tapped into that zone and now we're reacting. So when I mark my weekly reaction zones and I see price action reacting, what I'm looking for to see on lower time frame is, do we shift structure, one and foremost? And when we shift structure, do we continue that bullish trend? We can shift structure and then go back bearish, but the thing to be careful of so you don't get clapped later on throughout the week, Wednesday, Thursday, going into Friday, is did price action shift structure and did it continue to go in that direction where it shifted structure? So currently we're currently bearish. If price action shift structure on the lower time frames, it then starts to push bullish. From that point, we then determine if we continue to go bullish once we start to go back to the higher time frame. So right here, we got the lower high that created the new lower low. So price action break this high. We expect a pullback to see if price action then breaks this low, or if we, and then determine if we're going to continue to go bullish or bearish. Oh man, I need something right in this mother. But based off the daily, pushing to the weekly reaction zone. Price action did close below the bearish continuation zone, which are breaking retest trades. So on a lower time frame, if we see price action come down, come back up to right about where it is now, and then push back lower, then we look for some shorts from there. Looking at the overall analysis. So like I said, 4 hour zones here, 4 hour lower high, lower low. Price action is pushing back into that daily zone we just broke. So if price action is unable to close above this area here, we'll be looking to take shorts back into the lows, and if it continues to break, then it continues to break. But that'll be the first thought idea for the week. As we bump down to the hourly time frame, we can move this weekly reactions on out of the way because we know we're reacting from that. This was what I was saying. Does price action start to shift structure right here? We got the high, we got a low, potential lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price action has broken above this lower high and close above. It can close above this one and still continue to go bearish. Once we get above this 4 hour high and start to close above and start to print candles above, then we can pretty much consider price action has shifted bullish and possibly looking for buys from that point on. So overall bearish on AU, looking for shorts. First area I'm looking for price action to react from is this white area, 1 hour resistance. Then once I go down to the lower time frames, if I see price action closing above that area within the market, then I'll make a decision from there. If it stalls out, potentially we'll start looking for price action to shift on this time frame. Right now it's currently bullish, high, low, equal high, higher low, higher high. Potentially could be coming back to make the next higher low, then continue to go higher. But overall, you just sit back and watch and wait and see what price action is going to give you. Excuse me. Kicking over to Bitcoin. What I see overall was I did take 2 shorts on Bitcoin this weekend. The first one was from over here. I had the Asian high, Asian low marked up. Price action broke. I took a short. What I messed up was I did not put my stops and targets in before I drifted off to sleep. Targets hit, and then when I got back to the charts, price action was back above my entry. Let me draw you out so you kind of see. Like right up in here, took a short like right there somewhere. Had stops right above here. Targeting right down here. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. So when I woke up, if I would have had my targets in, that was it right at that 1 hour support. But I didn't. And when I woke up, price action was back in. That can't be it because price action, I was back in the negative. I was back in drawdown. So yeah, I did end up trailing the stops to about what's price action. I think it came back down. It was somewhere one of these pushes to the highs. This one here or this one here wicked me out because I trailed the stops once I saw price action reacting from that 1 hour level where I didn't take profits. And then I got in again somewhere over here. So I gave, once this trade got stopped out over here, I gave it a second chance. This time I wasn't targeting that 1 hour level simply because we touched it here, reacted, and didn't shift the structure. So I was not afraid of price action going bullish. This time I had to target at the 4 hour low. And as you can see, I don't know if that was news or whatever, because it happened when I was asleep. But yeah, price action smashed down and hit targets. I had stops, same place, right above. And then that one smashed up some profits. Right now, since I just came back to reanalyze these charts, I can classify this as a no trade range simply because we aren't breaking lows, we aren't breaking highs, prices going back and forth. So now you are definitely considered ranging on a 1 hour chart on Bitcoin. So at this point, what I will be doing, waiting to see how price action breaks out. Higher time frame is bearish, lower time frame is bullish. So overall, pretty much just ranging. So that's what I'll be doing on Bitcoin. Kicking over to UJ, how about to that 4 hour time frame? Overall, price action is bullish. From a couple weeks ago, June 16th, price action pushed up, created a high, pulled back, failed to create new highs, and then started downtrending on the 4H and down. What I do see is resistance around 134, 700 to 900 area on the 4H. As a support, and then you got a resistance up around 135, 900 level, 136 area. So simply on UJ, simply because I don't trade UJ, price action is overall bullish. I know when I did used to look at UJ pretty consistently, one of the things I would wait for is manipulation to the downside, then come back and push to make new highs. So risky shorts below 134, 730 area, continuation buys above 135, 997, continuation buys. We break above this level, retest, enter from here, continuation to make new highs. Or if we come down here to this risky area, push below, grab liquidity, then start to shift the structure on the lower time frames, and then potentially catch buys back up to there. If we break below this level and stay below this level, then potentially shorts all the way back into this 4 hour level. Not the 4 hour level, but the daily level. Close below that level and continue below that level, then potentially shorts back into the lows, the daily lows. So those are my thoughts and ideas on AU. Not AU, but UJ. Get it how you live, get in when you want. Speaking of GJ. For the most part on GJ, let's see, GJ is pretty much following UJ. Somewhat bullish, overall bearish on the lower time frames. Creating highs, lower high, then started back, shifted the structure to bearish on the 4H. So what I got is a break of this 4H resistance at 164, 360, 370 area, potentially could catch some choppy price action back into the daily highs at 168,500 level, or if price action breaks out bearishly, could see some shorts below 162,300 level, but there is another resist or support right up under that 161,600 level. This is the 4-hour time frame, so big ranges. From where we are now, we're looking at damn near 400 pips back to the daily high, and then damn near 300 pips to the daily low range. So that's pretty much what I'll be looking for on GJ. Flip over to GU. Potentially some scalp buys in there above 21,030 area. Overall, price action is bearish. Currently looks like it's retracing on the 4H. 1H, who's sitting at a resistance, trying to close above. We do have another level, let's see, about 20 pips away. And then the ultimate target or the ultimate resistance is at 76 pips away. So, yeah, depending on what this price action gives you, I'll wait to see some candle closing, especially since it's the beginning of the week. I would even potentially wait on GU for price action to get up here and then see what it wants to do. So, yeah, because overall, this market is bearish, making lower lows and lower highs. Potentially, this would be a retracement. This is the high that broke structure, so definitely could draw the fibs from this high to this low. And as you can see, price action has closed below that 50% range. So definitely a waiting game. If price action had closed below, then potentially could be getting ready to say, okay, price action has met its 50% retracement point, and it may drop from there. But since we closed above, I don't know, my friend. GU might like to pull back deeper within Fibonacci zones, and could be coming back to the 0.70 or 786 before finding its ultimate resistance before going back lower. And that's if it's going to continue to trend. That's if it's going to continue to trend to go back lower. So right now, bullish on the lower time frames, higher time frames are bearish. So definitely wait on that. Definitely wait to see some confluences lining up together and then strike, because ultimately the market is bearish. You don't want to get clapped early in the week. Last but not least is gold. I don't trade gold. I barely look at gold, but the way the structure is so choppy back in here, it is quite difficult for the way that I mark up or analyze charts for me to get a clear direction on where price action is going. Simply because I don't know what zones price action is respecting the most ultimately. Looking at it from this zoomed out perspective, I got the daily continuation zone to say we're going to continue the bullish trend back up in here, and then below here, we're bearish based off of daily. Saying that the market is going to go down. If you look here, you got high, a low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high with an equal low. So overall price action on the daily time frame is bearish. When you bust down to the 1 hour or the 4 hour, you continue to see the high, the low, kind of a consolidation area here. We haven't really, wicked right at that low. So potentially we're just looking for a retracement to see what price action is going to result / respect / find a resistance that holds up, and then potentially take the market back lower. Overall on gold, I don't have a clue. I do see a level right up in here, so potentially my eyes would just wait and sit and see how we react from here. This was 1 hour resistance before price action pushed down into the lows. You got a 1 hour support building here and here, but this is pretty funky right here. So definitely just sitting back and waiting on gold, because ain't no telling. Kicking over to NU, I had a trade idea. Price action was somewhere right over in here. I was looking forward to pull back and then short it down, but I don't trade NU. This is just what I saw as I looked over the market, looked over this chart, analyzed it real quick. Overall, on a 4 hour level and on the higher time frames, we were currently bearish. What I would look to do, since we are on the 4 hour chart, knowing that we are overall bearish, mark up the 4 hour high and 4 hour low. Then go down to our smaller time frames and see where price action potentially is pulling back to. Sound all in the background, getting active. Over here. All right, so we have already shifted the structure on the 1 hour time frame, lower high here. that price action closed above. So if we're going to continue and wait to see when price action shifts bearishly on the 1 hour time frame, the first support I need to see it close below is this one here. So what I would do is I'll mark that up. Let myself know that that's a 1 hour level. I'm looking to see if price action is going to break, or we continue back into this 4 hour resistance to stall out and go back short, or close above and continue bullishly. Continuation buys only means we need price to close above, come back and retest, and we buy from right here. Continuation, bullish trend, continuation. Same thing from the bottom. Continuation shorts from right down here. Come on. Continuation shorts from right down here. The only thing is not having this marked up from the higher time frames, meaning the daily and the weekly. I don't know where the targets will be for the downside, but for the top side, somewhere right back up in here into these levels. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Keeping it real simple, keeping it real copacetic. Let me see, 1 hour time frame. Mark the high, something like this. So when you bust down to 15 minutes, you have more of something that's more stability or stable, something easier to look at. So price action closed below here. Potentially could have some shorts back down into here. Didn't mean to do that. And then, yeah, you target whatever target you want to, look at left and rock it that way, or you can wait and see how price action pulls back into this level and potentially catch a short from here. So it all depends on how you read the market, how you analyze, and how you feel comfortable with getting into the market. This is only an analysis from my perspective, my point of view on things that I think I should be doing within the market. And then, watch the video for your educational purpose and see if anything that I'm saying or outlining lines up with the way you look at the market. But for the most part, I think that's all I got for this one. The market is open. It's already 5:19 Eastern Standard Time, so the market is already clicking. I'll probably come back and get back to the charts around about 7. Yeah, I won't be recording nothing, but I'll be looking for some trades, especially on AU. We got that weekly open. We got the 1 hour resistance, 1 hour support. Don't necessarily have a hot zone just yet, but yeah, for the most part, that's it. And the hot zone basically is we're looking to see where price action or how price action reacts once it gets to a certain level within the market. But what I'm expecting is a manipulation of this level, possibly even this level, before price action keeps going bearish, and we'll execute on those shorts. If we catch it from up here, first target will be this 1 hour support. Second targets will be 4 hour support, and then if it keeps going, probably won't be still in at that point, but we can always leave it running. Because ultimately what I'm reading is a break and a retest of this level. If you draw the fib zone, you can also see if that lines up to give you even more confluence. So yeah, I can see manipulation back up into that 50, potentially something like this, or price action both back down and start to create new lows for yo. Well, that's all I got for this one. Like and subscribe. Comment down in the comment section, because I can only get better if you guys ask questions, if you guys or even so like, subscribe, holla at your boy. I'm out.